It's that time. Two trade recaps, two trades today, two losses, unfortunately. I'm gonna go over these trades right now, real quick. You know when you're just when you just lose a trade, it's like, damn man. But when you stick to the plan, that is all that matters, yeah. Yesterday, no trades. Three trades so far on the week. The first trade, which I went over a couple days ago, was this really fantastic Euro USD first stage of distribution 4 hour to 15-minute market maker buy model trade. That was very nice. 2.3R or 2.1R, something like that. 2.1? Oh, 2R. But yeah, like 2.1, 2R. Today, took gold. Let's go over this trade real quick. Now, looking at gold, yes, really bullish. So you're probably thinking I took a long entry, but I didn't. I actually took a short entry, which is pretty crazy, I know, because it's really bullish, isn't it? But you see up here, yeah, we've raided that 4 hour candle high. We have this 4 hour imbalance right here. I'm anticipating price to go from external to internal. If I receive more information, that price is willing to do that. So that's when I went down to the lower time frame, 1 hour time frame now. On the 1 hour time frame, this Asia high got raided and we have closed below this 1 hour sell side imbalance. Let me go to the actual chart so I can proper break it down. Let me get rid of all this. That was the trade, by the way. I'm about to go over it. Okay, so we've raided the high right here. And we have this 1 hour imbalance too, which I was looking to target. That 1 hour imbalance right there. And look, this is the key part. This 1 hour buy side imbalance got closed below by this candle right here. Let me turn this on so it's more clear. This 1 a.m. candle, that 1 a.m. candle closed below this 1 hour fair value gap. Now, this is an inversion fair value gap. So I'm thinking, okay, price has raided the 4 hour candle high right here. We've closed below the 4 hour candle high and we have a 4 hour and 1 hour imbalance down here. Price could potentially reverse from here into discount of this range, swing low to swing high, and trade down into this fair value gap, and then trade higher if it wants to. So I was looking to catch that retracement basically. Not only that, we did have a 1 hour imbalance too. It's small, but right here, this candle's high to this candle's low. Draw that out in time. That's a 1 hour sell side imbalance overlapping the 1 hour buy side imbalance. So I marked that out. Now I go down to the 5 minute time frame, which I can go back to these pictures now. Now on the 5 minute time frame, that's the 1 hour fair value gap. Here it is. We manipulated above New York midnight opening price. We expanded lower, breaking below all these short-term lows, and now we've retraced up into a premium of this dealing range. We've created SMT, we've tapped into the 1 hour imbalance, and we've just pushed price up above New York midnight opening price. That to me looks like an amazing premium sell opportunity to trade down lower to the 1 hour fair value gap down here and this sell side short term low. You know, it looks like a market maker sell model, right? That's what I was thinking. And I saw this 5 minute inversion fair value gap. This 5 minute fair value gap got closed below. So I wanted to see price retrace up in there and then trade lower down towards this short term low sell side liquidity where I was going to take a partial. So I went short here. There's a very small 5 minute imbalance too. If you can see those two black lines, it's very small. That's where I took my sell entry. Stop loss above this swing high. And I halved the risk, 0.22% risk. Usually I would risk 0.5, but because this was a counter trend trade, basically meaning I'm going against the high time frame order flow. So I halved the risk just to feel more safe. And that was the correct thing to do because look, I got stopped out very quick, unfortunately. But I wasn't mad because I stuck to the plan, all the boxes were ticked, and I halved the risk. So I was not mad at losing this trade. And if you want to see, look at this. Price exactly as we anticipated. We traded down to the 1 hour imbalance in discount of the range, rating this sell side short term low and this sell side short term low. Price just didn't do it when I wanted it to do it. When I wanted price to do it, it didn't do it. it done it when it wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that is just so crazy. But you can see it's actually very nice right here. London was still the high of the day. This is that London. Wait, if I press command, I can do the drawing thing. Wait, how do you do that? There's this thing you can do. Wait, how do you do it? Demonstration. Yeah, command? No, no, no. Shift? Damn, man, how do you do that thing? Control? No, option? Ah. Oh, there we go. Option. It was option. Okay, London was still the high of the day. We retraced up. Damn, let me just do it. Yeah, we retraced up. We had this consolidation. Then we manipulated. And then we had the real distribution. And we just raided this short-term high right here. So yeah, it was a London high of the day, New York continuation. I tried to catch the London expansion, but price waited until New York. It consolidated, manipulated, and then distributed. So yeah, the bias was right. The idea was there. Just got stopped out before the real move. So yeah, I'm not mad at this trade at all. Now on to the next trade, Euro USD. That was one loss for the day so far. Now let me go over these pictures. Okay, obviously we have been bearish right here, but we've closed below this daily imbalance. We've tapped into that daily inversion fair value gap, and we've expanded higher very aggressively, closing above this short-term high. I'm anticipating price to be bullish now, at least for today or the rest of the week. That is the bias I've got. We go down to the 4-hour imbalance right here. On the 4-hour time frame now, we've pushed down into this 4-hour imbalance. I'm anticipating a 4-hour internal to external range liquidity move. Simple as that. 15-minute time frame. We've raided the Asia low. We've pushed down. We've manipulated lower below New York midnight opening price. We have SMT at the smart money reversal. And we've had this massive expansion. Now we did raid this high. But because it was such a shallow raid, I was anticipating price to push up deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, let me go to the chart. I was thinking that support and resistance traders will think this is a very strong resistance area. Because price, we pushed up here and we sold off aggressively. And we pushed up here again and we sold off aggressively. So I'm thinking, yo, there's a lot of stop losses above this area. So when we retrace down into discount of this range, I'm anticipating price to launch up there and potentially trade to the 4-hour external range liquidity as well. So that was my bias for this trade. So on the 15-minute time frame, there was a 1-hour imbalance too. You can see here we have this 15-minute imbalance. We retraced down into a discount below New York midnight opening price once again. I was anticipating a London reversal into a New York continuation, and price was looking like pretty good. It was looking pretty good, I can't lie. And on the 1-hour time frame, we do have a fair value gap there as well. I just marked out the 15-minute one because it looked a lot more clean, but we did have a 1-hour imbalance here. Also with this 1-hour breaker block, this up close candle is a breaker because we have, let me do the demonstration. We have a low, a high, a lower low, and then a break above the high. So this right here is a breaker block, overlapping with a 1-hour fair value gap, which is very strong. And we also raided the sell side liquidity down here. So yeah, we did have a 1-hour imbalance as well, and a 15-minute imbalance. I just marked out the 15-minute imbalance. We retraced down into discount of the range, tapping into the 1-hour imbalance, and created SMT down here as well. Very small SMT, but there was SMT. And we're below New York midnight opening price once again. And then we had this change in the state of delivery. We had this 5-minute imbalance, that orange bit right there. You'll see it. Let me zoom in right here. We had the 5-minute imbalance. I got in a bit late. When I checked the chart, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm late. We've pushed down in there and rejected it very clearly. So I was like, let me just buy right now before price takes off, with my stop loss below this candle's low. Half the risk again. See, I've already lost the trade today. I'm not trying to go mad. I'm not trying to revenge trade. I'm trying to take a logical trade. And to me, this was a logical trade. So I was happy to put some risk on this trade right here. But price was absolutely bearish. We got stopped out very quickly. We'll see what happens. Maybe price will trade down to this low now. It looks that way. We'll have to see. But yeah, the price action, it's not been the best. Maybe I shouldn't have took the trade, but to me it ticked the boxes. The only dodgy thing, yeah, is that we raided this high. But because it was so shallow, I was like, no, we're gonna push up deeper into that buy side liquidity. But yeah, that is it for today. 2 losses in a day, but we halved the risk. We halved the risk on both of them. So for the week, basically at 0R. Monday, 2R. Today, -1, -1. So 0R for the week. Basically break even. 3 trades, 1 win, and 2 losses. That is it for today. We'll see what's going on tomorrow, yeah, and the rest of the week, and we'll try end the week in the green. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on, come on. We got it. We can do it.